And we're back with my next guest, who is Laura Mendelson, also known as Spirit Medium. Laura, thanks for being with me.
Thanks for having me here, Barry. I'm delighted to be here.
Well, it's so nice to have you here. When and how did you get started communicating with the spiritual realm?
Well, that's kind of hard to say. I actually became aware of the fact that I was talking with spirit realm over 30 years ago. It's kind of a cute story that I'd love to share with you if you're interested.
Sure.
Okay. I won't say how old I was because then you'll immediately know my age. But in any event, over 30 years ago, I received a gift, a book.
You were only a child.
I was just a baby. And in the book, it said to follow your intuition. Okay, my mother was into this, and of course her friend who gave me the book was into spirit communications and all that. So the book said, of course, it was an intuition book, to follow your intuition and your abundance will present. So one day I decided to do exactly that, and I ended up in Central Park on a park bench next to a man who I didn't know, but it was daylight and there were other people around, so it was safe. And he introduced me to his reader. And his reader told me, come with me. His reader told me, your guides are trying to connect with you. So I said, how do I connect with them? And he told me what to do. I went home and I asked for my guides to come through. And immediately, my head was whipped back like this, and this voice started to boom out of my mouth. And I was like, what the heck's going on here? I was living in New York at the time, and I had a very small apartment, just 600 square feet.
You were possessed.
I was possessed, but I had nowhere to go because my apartment was so small. So I was forced to talk to these voices, and turned out they were making a lot of sense.
So what's the most important service you can provide to your clients?
Basically, I call myself a soul communicator, meaning I connect with the most essence or inner part of the being, if you will, as a medium, as a spiritual coach, and as an everyday wisdom provider with divine insights from spirit. My motto or my tagline is, love your life with soul talk. That's
fantastic. What other services do you provide to your clients?
Well, I already mentioned mediumship. I also do training. I teach people. I have created a certification program, a 16-week certification program to become a master certified soul psychic healer. I've published one book. I've written a few other ebooks, and I've created the video courses to go along with that. I'm also a media host. So those kind of things, basically educational.
What's the strangest other side discernment you have ever encountered?
Oh, great question. Who told you to ask that question? One of my discernments, that means connecting to the other side, was with a client who'd lost her daughter. And the beginning was a little rough, the communications. We didn't really have a good in-sync communication, but towards the end we had such defined specific things. And the daughter in spirit gave me this image of fingers going up through her mother's hair. And I'm like, how do I interpret this? So I turned to the mother and I said, do you ever feel any kind of itching on your head, on your scalp? And she started to laugh. She said, I have so much itching on my scalp, I asked my hairdresser to change my shampoo. And apparently the daughter was trying to get the daughter in spirit, her mother's attention by tickling her head like this on a regular basis.
That's funny.
Very cute story.
Any other services that you provide to offer to your clients?
Well, basically it's the mediumship. Yeah, there are some other ones actually. I hadn't really planned on talking about that, but earlier today I did two very interesting sessions. One to a client in Nevada, and she wanted to receive a soul healing, I call it, which is to relieve karmic blocks for weight loss. In her case, for weight loss. You can relieve karmic blocks to many things. I have another client who's waiting to get on my schedule who's trying to have a soul healing for money issues, why she never has money. So I'm able to see, with the help of spirit, into people's past lives or everything, all the psychological gestalt surrounding issues, and release them with the help. It's not me, it's higher realm working through me.
Well, that's fantastic. I know there's a lot of my viewers who want to reach out and talk to you. So why don't you give out your contact information where they can reach you?
I'd be delighted. Thanks for asking. My website is spiritmediumlaura.com, and my email is laura@spiritmediumlaura.com, and my phone number is 954-465 888-888-7338. I work globally. I have clients everywhere around the world as well as Southeast Florida. Looking forward to hearing from you.
I know you will have a lot of calls coming in sooner rather than later. And thank you so much for being with me.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Stay tuned after these important messages.